You may be re-examining what your relationship should feel like, and what you want in your marriage doesn't always match the private realities. So Gabriella Pomare, award-winning family lawyer, co-parenting expert, and author of The Collaborative Co-Parent, shared valuable insights with Kelly earlier today. Take a look.
Gabriella, I am so happy to be talking to you. Let's get right into it. I hear time and time again that you can't change someone. But honestly, as a woman, I feel like women are more likely to change. Do you think that's true?
I think absolutely. I think we're taught, don't engage in conflict at home. Don't let anyone know there's problems. So we start to shy away. We start to put up with the problems at home and we start to defend the behavior. And I think that is probably because we're women. And again, that's what we're taught and we engage in that behavior.
Let's talk a little bit more about that, defending that behavior. There's that behavior that we don't like, but then we defend it to our friends. Why do we do that?
I think that's because we're told to do that. We do it because we want to preserve stability at home. We're told to maintain harmony. And then I think that stability within our home, it becomes more important than the truth, right? I mean, conflict tends to feel like failure. So we minimize that and we start to cope and we use that as a strategy. And we hear so many of our friends and our colleagues say, no, it's not that bad. Everything's okay. But the reality is at home, they're feeling really lonely or dismissed. And I think we start to just defend our partner or defend what's going on within our home rather than confront the consequences of what's really going on or acknowledging the problem.
Right, we kind of just brush it aside. Okay,
That's right.
so we know that women initiate most divorces. Can you tell me why that is?
I think that's because these days in particular, we're starting to see more dual career households. We've got two people working. Women are starting to feel a lot more empowered. So we start realizing and waking up to what's going on at home. And what I find in my work and through the people I speak to is that women don't leave after one catastrophic explosive event. There's a lot of little events and it gets to a point where we say that's enough, it's time to go. I think it's also because women generally, and I'm sure you find this, we carry the emotional load at home, the schedules, the social calendars, the parenting, the school communication. And when that all starts to get too much, we wake up and we say, okay, maybe something's wrong here and it's not working. It's time to me, for me to go out, be on my own, start experiencing life and going out there and having a bit more freedom and leadership.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about the step before divorce, separation. Is there such thing as a healthy separation?
I'm a very big believer in this, and I think there absolutely can be if two adults can, be mature enough to wake up and say, we're doing this for the kids. We've got to take that emotion out of it, the anger, the conflict, and with really good communication, with really good boundaries, there can be, a healthy separation. We've got so many resources available today. You've got collaborative practice, we've got mediation, we've got therapy. And I think when two parents engage in those sorts of resources, there's an ability there to have a more healthy, happy divorce or separation.
Okay, let's say one of our viewers is struggling right now. Where's the silver lining in all of this?
I think the reality is that divorce doesn't break a family. I get so tired and upset when I hear the notion, broken family. There's no such thing. When you separate, you get the power to design your own new family with new rules. And that doesn't mean you have to engage in conflict forever. It doesn't mean a child can't see their parents getting on or spending time together. What it really means is you've got that power to go out there, to start living your life, to start having those new experiences, but you also have that power to maintain good communication with your ex or your co-parent and to make it easier for your children. So I think we have to stop the stigma around conflict within the home, separation being the end of the world. We can do it the right way. We have the power to do that. We just have to make that active choice.
Right. Gabriella, you are so amazing. I know it's very early there in Sydney, so thank you for waking up to be with us today.
Thanks for having me.
The Collaborative Co-Parent by Gabriella Pomare is available now wherever books are sold.